Hey, good afternoon. Happy Thursday. I'm Larry the Lion. This is my podcast. I hope you're having a good day. I gotta remember to quit looking at my phone, not not the camera. So, but hold on, let me finish this real quick. Uh, one all right. So, happy Thursday. Yesterday was a great day. Might have my first deal going under contract. Or Cody says it looks good. Fingers crossed. Uh, I always get attached to my deals. I know you're not supposed to, but it's hard. It's hard not to get too attached to them because you want to believe that they're gonna be your first deal. And it's gonna be finally get that monkey off your back. You get that first one. And it helps you build momentum when you get your first deal. So, but it's in Florida, and hopefully everything it looks like we can do it. It's going to be a tough one though if we do it. It's a FHA loan, sub two. So when you have an FHA loan, see, this is part of what being an arch with Samsung and Cody Rose is about. I didn't know this, but I learned it, and now I'll never forget it. Especially if we're doing deals. So hold on. Hey, good afternoon. Sorry, right now I'm in my podcast right now, on YouTube and Facebook Live. So talk to you after that, okay? So I'm also a connector. Um, I've been trying to get people. There's a couple, three deals in Texas. I'm having my friend Jennifer. She has a hedge fund buyer in Texas. So anybody got any Texas deals off market in the metro areas like DFW, San Antonio, Houston? There's buyers. So they'll buy just about anything off market, land, commercial, multifamily, single family. Um, Sorry, I'm getting dinged. I'm in my podcast right now. Um, I should change. I put uh, when I changed my YouTube cover, it says Larry the Lions Den now. I know because the Lions Den's just one show on Saturday, and I'm doing this daily, keeping my commitment. I was on time today, kind of. Had a rough start with the audio, um, but I like doing those late night ones. I called Hawaii last night again uh, because I get bored. Them agents when I tell them I'm in on the East Coast and it's like 1 in the morning. They're in Hawaii and it's Hawaii. It's like 6 hours in behind us. So they're like, "What? What are you doing?" I was like, "Working, putting in 100 hours a week uh, as an entrepreneur." I seen this a reel from um, Noah Hoffman, Airbnb, and he was talking about he's in Tokyo, I think, or somewhere. And he's like, "Look, this is what being an entrepreneur is about." If I can even say the word, I can't be an entrepreneur if I can't say the word. It can't be that if you can't say the word. But it's the freedom. The freedom you choose to work 100 hours a week instead of working 40 hours a week for somebody else. Granted, my 100 hours ain't a lot of money yet, but I have to look at it like this: all the knowledge and experience, failures, mistakes that I've been going through are all building me up. So I don't have to go through those again. Um, some people they're like, dude, you should just give up. You haven't made any money yet doing it. No, but I've built skills and relationships and friendships and part of this community, sub two, that are invaluable, especially for the future. Uh, I'm really grateful for that. If I wasn't part of arts, you know, who knows? Maybe I tried to get this thing under contract by myself, um, or with or maybe with joint venture with somebody less experienced, because you don't know who to pick when you're by yourself in the community. Like when I first joined the creative financing group with Pace Morby, I just saw a 1 minute Facebook ad, right? And then I went to sub2.com, watched all content there, and led me to YouTube and the Facebook group. So you got to think how far I've come in that journey, not just my weight loss and my getting off drugs and alcohol. Uh, I felt like having a beer yesterday. It was kind of weird. I was like, maybe I should just have a couple beers and chill on the beach. And I was thinking about it. I was like, why? What's the point? To just get some extra calories in you, because I got to really get back focused on my one meal a day. I haven't been doing it. I've plateaued. I've actually gained weight. So part of being honest, integrity, I've gained like 15 pounds. I was at 278, like 292. I haven't been checking my weight because I've been so anxious, worried, uh, not being able to sleep. Uh, Full moon last night, too. All my worst, very worst drug binges were when I was when there was a full moon. Hated the moon. I'd always see it like when I'm in the middle of it. I'm like, fuck. Should have paid attention to it. Hey, somebody locked me up during the full moon, so I can't do anything. Well, it never worked, but that's probably why I had that inclination to have some drinks. It was that full moon calling me. Then what? Been anxious, lonely. Because at the end of the day, I got you guys here. Uh, this is a great way for me to connect with people uh, and talk to people. I'm still alone at the end of the day right now. I'm alone working all day, even though I'm in Zoom meetings and calling agents and Facebook, Discord, and YouTube. I'm still alone at the end of the day, right? So you got to live with yourself too, being an entrepreneur. There's a lot of alone time. And then so I'm glad I didn't have those beers, because I can have maybe one beer, two beers with supervision. Anything after that, it's a risk for me. And I don't even really like beer. I would have just did it. If I was going to have something, I'd drink bourbon. But glad I didn't. Um, but the important thing was I didn't make any bad decisions, except sitting on the beach, missed the sunset. It got really dark quick, but it was kind of cool. There's a lot of activity down there. Uh, there was a lot of people there at the end of the night. Sunset. They're building a big giant sand castle down there, but it's such a far bus ride from Tarpon Springs, and it takes so much time to get there and back. 3 different buses just to get to the beach. I think I got about a month left here. I mean, looking for somewhere else this time. Um, it's a tenuous situation where I'm living, so just, I need people that are in my vibe, my tribe. It was a very random, grateful for God that I found my Uber driver, but I'm a different personality. Let's just put it that way. She's a different personality, um, different mindsets, which is affecting mine. But I posted something on Instagram and Facebook from Sam. It was out of our Zoom meeting the other day. Let me see if I can pull it up. And then it was about Keston, Keston Glasgow mindset. I really, really wish, or I will, but I can do things on my own. But I would really like to be part of his, what's it called, Kest. I was just looking at it. It's called Purpose Ways community. Let me find this. It's on my Facebook story. But mindset and I'm gonna freeze up. It always freezes on my computer when I switch things. So, anyways, I think you can still hear me. I'll get that fixed in just a second. But so Sam was talking about imposter syndrome because somebody asked in our Zoom meeting, it's not real, but it is real. It's real as you make it. I have the choice to choose to believe that or not, choose to be happy. I have to choose to be happy. Mindset is one of the biggest challenges for entrepreneurs, especially when you are by yourself. I don't have family. I don't have kids. Other ones have, people doing this have releases people close to them. They have a wife or a spouse, children, neighbors. There's neighbors here, but I don't know. I'm technically not supposed to be here, so I'm not like walking around and, hey, I just moved in over here. Hey, I just moved in over. Hi, I'm Larry. Nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So that's another challenge there. And last night, I'm not used to it. Everything's closed here. The buses stop running after 10 o'clock. Like, how do people get home that are working till 11 o'clock? That blows my mind. I mean, what that's got to be really challenging on US 19 here. You have to be like within walking distance if you don't have a car or you don't have money for Uber. It's a little different here. Let me see if I can share my screen. But this is really great what Sam said, and then Keston put it on his story. I like when people I look up to share my content. That means a lot. See, that's part of what I was saying. I might not have made a dollar doing this yet. I've spent a lot of money doing it, but the knowledge and the experience and the failures that I made, which are mistakes that you learn from, the access to the people and their knowledge from being in this community and choosing to actively pursue real estate investing, that's income. That's building for me for the future. Let's share this. So let me share this with you. Let's see, where's the volume?
Everything is just whatever. You need to feel the change in your life to benefit from it. It's the journey, not the destination. So anyone who's sitting there going, oh, I want money, good. Being poor is what's going to make you happy once you have money.
So I'm out here on the beach.
That's not it.
Brad.
This is all the bullshit that we tell ourselves to stop ourselves from winning. And there's no reason for it. You should all actually ask yourself this. Has there ever once in your life than a night where you go to bed, you lay your head on that pillow, and then you are worried that the sun isn't going to my life question. You will get to a point where the same conviction and certainty that you have in that, you will have in your own success. Once you get to that, imposter syndrome dissipates. Imposter syndrome doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. It's this lie that we keep telling to ourselves to prevent ourselves from absolutely crushing. So, dude, I'm glad you shared that. And absolutely, you have to challenge every single paradigm you have. And so far, there's a lot of mindset people out there. There's a lot of mindset people. No one, in my opinion, helps you understand and shift your paradigms better than Keston. I highly suggest reaching out to him, like one-on-one, and just tell him I said.
So, I don't know what's this. Yeah, so mindset. That's really big. And when I was at the Dealmaker, I was sitting next to Keston. Growing Pains, yeah, Trixie. He was sitting across from me. I got to talk to him a minute here and there, but failed to utilize those moments to gain from him. I could have asked him better questions. I could have connected better with him and a lot of other people there. My second big event that I attended, the first one last year, was Clever Summit. Phew. I was like I was a kid in a candy box there. I didn't know what kind of candy they had. There were so many people to look up to, so many people doing big things. There was like 2,000 people there, I think it was. Just who, and then Dealmaker was smaller, but I think it was a higher level of people there. I mean, there's different levels at all these different masterminds and events. Proximity is power. It's why you pay to be in those rooms. Everything's been learning experience this past 14 months. What's the date today? Yeah, it's almost 14 months. And there's still so much to learn. And mindset is the thing I have to gain control of right now. I have to gain control of my mind again. Maybe I'm not battling addiction issues anymore. That's why I don't subscribe to Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. I don't believe that you're an addict for life. You have to be actively doing something to be addicted to it. I was an addict. I'm not today. And you gotta, that's part of where I'm living. I can't, I have to deal with it, but I can't get up in front of the mirror in the morning and say, I'm the motherfucking man. I'm the I have to tone it down. It doesn't have the same effect when you tone it down. It does. It helps, but it does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was, you have to get your mind right though, and it's the little habits and actions. I don't have an Instagram open because I like to show you Keston's video that he made. Let me see. Let me pull that up. When I reset my browser, cleared my cache and everything, it wiped out all my passwords, and it's gonna make me do that. Oh, at least I know the password because I changed this one. Yeah, I really dream of getting my first deal here. Well, first make something. I don't care whether it's creative or if it's buy and hold, it's not going to pay me right away, but it is. it's the first one. I still got to get some wholesale deals. Get paid. Get a nice wholesale deal. Get caught up. Pay back people. Pay forward. Pay back people that have helped me. And get a new MacBook. Why does it take so long for them to send that authentication code? Let's try it. Text message. There we go. Might take a minute. There it is. 543. All right, so I want to pull up Keston's. I got like 7 minutes here. We got a Team March meeting. Hope we're getting some new leads today. I still got a bunch of follow-ups to do. Plus, oh, really cool. Pace is, if you're in sub 2 in the private Facebook group, Pace is making a new credibility video, which is amazing because I had one agent yesterday in Hawaii that or the day before, we were talking at the end of it after she saw the video, and she was going to join Ron LeGrand's mentorship. She was ready to join sub 2, and I was sending another one to another agent I talked to last night. It's a beautiful home in Hawaii. I think I can show that in a second. I don't know how to find them. The messages on the computer. Oh, there it is. I'm so used to my phone. I can't. All right. Let's see if I can. Did I remove that one? Share the screen here. Oops. Didn't want to do that.
What are you guys doing with your responses this week? This week on Sunday, some of y'all opted in to doing. Guys, the reason you do challenges and you do 75 hard and all these different things is to build new habits. So when you're done, don't go back doing the same crap you was doing before the challenge. Otherwise, you might as well not do it. If your intention is just to do something for a temporary space of time to feel good for like that tiny bit of time, cool. But if you really want to change, you got to stick with it, man. Have the intention. Woo. Check this out, yo. So I'm at my barber's. It didn't bother me at all.
This is all the bullshit that we tell ourselves to stop ourselves from winning.
See, I love
There's no reason for it. You should all actually ask yourself this. Has there ever once in your life been a night where you go to bed, you lay your head on that pillow, and then you are worried that the sun isn't going to my life question? You will get to a point.
So the purpose of showing you that was, just I need to connect better with these people at Keston and learn. He's given me some advice for it, but right there is what he was saying about once you change something, you fall back into old habits. I kind of fell back into a few old habits. Like last night, I almost wanted to go drink. I haven't been doing my one meal a day. I've been eating garbage. I've been sleeping patterns are off. Meditations, affirmations, reading, all those habits have been disrupted because I've been full of anxiety and worry about things I can't control. I can control what I'm doing right now. I can control my taking action. It's after I'm not on here, when I'm by myself, that's when I have the trouble. That's why I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for doing this. This podcast has been building me consistency in taking other actions, just like all the things I went through in the past year, all the challenges and all the learning experiences, all the failures, all the mistakes. They're new ones than all the failures and mistakes that I did before that when I was on drugs. It's invaluable. So when people ask me, "Have you made anything yet?" No, I haven't got a single penny yet. Have I had some close ones? Yes, and I believe this one that Cody and me are working on with this agent, and he's got another one too, in Davenport, Florida. And I know all the actions I've been taking and all the calls I'm making and talking to these agents. Once one comes, it's gonna build momentum. And all the months, I really have only been doing this for a couple of months. Even though I was a gator and stuff, I got shiny objects in too much knowledge. I didn't take actions in me. I took actions, but different actions, other than money making actions, and actually doing like direct to agent, direct approach, or doing cold calling. I didn't do any of those in the beginning. Just so really, I'm still brand new because I really didn't get to do anything till I was at Josh's house, and that started out with multifamily calling brokers, which is not immediate money. That's slow money. It's good money. It's long term passive income, generational wealth. But multifamily is not going to pay it right away unless you're wholesaling it. And I wasn't wholesaling it. I was finding leads for my team to underwrite. Now, if I would do it differently. I would have found leads and wholesale those, got them under contract or something. But no, that was for the team, for Julie Burkhardt's team, and Kim Mattis and Olga Kamenev, Pauline Segment. But what I'm doing is for Arch, is for myself and for Sam and Cody and the community we have in Arch and the other sub 2 students. So, like I said, if you're a sub 2 student, go Facebook, go give Pace some love. He's making a new credibility video today. Leave him some comments. He was asking for comments on what to include or not include in the new one, but it's in the featured section, I think it was. But you can go find it. But I got to go to my Zoom. Peace. I love you guys. Have a great week. Late night with Larry the Line. It's beyond like 11:30, midnight, something like that. I got to quit going so long in that too.